Hey Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today for Elle Studio, stopping in with a quick layout share. This is the layout that I created. It's called Home Cooked. It's kind of a grid layout on a loose grid, so not very rigid. I printed 4 pictures in a collage of food, and then the other 2 are just wallet size pictures again of more food. And so I am using the Autumn Days 6 by 8.5 paper stack here as the foundation for this, and just trying to figure out how I want the grid to go. Initially I thought that I was going to have the photos on diagonal opposites just like I have there, and then the knife, fork, and spoon 3x4 card from the kit, but I didn't like the way that it was then going to make the title be split to Home Cooked, running up and down. There was going to be a lot of heavy weighted on the right hand side of the page. And so I'm going to switch that up. You can see I have a 3x4 card from the collection from the kit that is going to be my journal card tucked in behind. I am using the large Jane alpha die as well as outline stamp to finish off the title for Home and Cooked. Home is one of the add-ons from the September kit, and while it, usually you think of cozy and home cooked food is home and cozy too, and so that's what I'm going to use the title, the wood veneer, for, is to be the intro to that title there. So what these pictures are about is actually COVID cooking, really. I was out of work for the first 3 months, I believe, of quarantine. I am back to work. I have been for some time now, but during that time at home, I needed to fill the time. It was, not working to my advantage, and so we did a lot of baking and a lot of cooking, and that is what this layout is about, and that's what the journaling references is. I actually meal planned, which I don't ever do, and I did a lot of experimenting with cooking, and so these are a few of the dishes from, I believe this is the month of June, which I will actually off camera stamp in with the date stamps. So what I did there, if you know me and you follow my work, I try and save as much as I can, because especially particular products that I know I'm going to use that I love, like my Elle Studio, I do try and save things if I know they're just going to be covered, but I did it the wrong way there, the way that I was overlapping the papers. So I had to kind of piece things back together, which you don't actually know I did, because I overlapped the photos on the top there, and again, just coincidentally. So there's a little bit of overlap of those 2 photos, the collage as well as that particular photo on the right of the 2 smaller ones. I love this knife, fork, and spoon card. That is also from the kit, and I'm going to use the stamps. Some of the stamps, they're the Grateful stamp set from this month, with a big phrase that says, "Let's eat, this was so good," stamped over the knife, fork, and the spoon. And I like the way it's almost like when you set the table, you've got something that you wrap the knife, fork, and the spoon in, the way that the title is, or that's really more of a subtitle, is sitting there, just kind of adds to the look of that. So what I did there, where I was showing you with my hands moving across the page, is by putting the label on the left hand side and then the tag on the right hand side, I was able to kind of create a horizontal vertical that mimics the horizontal vertical of the title there, just for keeping the clean lines in that layout there. I am also going to use from an older collection. I can't remember the name of this, I apologize, but it came out at Christmas last year. It was a bonus, and it says eating, and obviously to go with the eating theme of the layout there, and that I created a pocket. I'm not sure if you saw, I was talking about something else, but using double-sided tape, so just literally applied it around the 3x4 card so you can slide that journal card in and out to read the journaling. Again, not because I needed hidden journaling. Sometimes I will do that intentionally, but this was more just, there's so many photos on the page, there is no room for journaling. Those are little die cuts from the kit that say yes is the yellow one at the top left, and then love this is the one in the center. I like the way that the roundness of that goes with the roundness of the plate or the frying pan or the tortilla, and kind of draws your attention to the roundness there and takes out some of the rigidity of the grid as well as the pattern papers that I've used. So in order to finish the title off here, I am going to use this orange, and I am using the, like I said, the large Jane Alpha outline, and then I'm going to use that coordinating die to cut that out. It's funny how cooked with one O becomes coked. I certainly felt coked. No, I'm not a drug user, but absolutely, the first months of quarantine were just insane. There's nothing like it, and I don't know that future generations, just like we didn't understand generations before us, future generations are just not going to understand the transition that we had to go through. Anyway, so I'm working on a magnetic plate here, so I don't have to adhere anything down because everything sticks pretty well. And then I need to go back with that second O and just cut out that second O so that I can complete the title there. Now, one of the things that I might get comment on here is that I've got that yellow coming down the page, and yet my title overlaps that. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I like that hint of color behind the orange. And the way that I've done this font, it is not as tightly packed as Home is. And so you almost need that pop of color behind it just for some, not consistency, but for some evenness of color throughout that horizontal line there. And so that's okay that it's there, and it's kind of a shelf, but instead of being a shelf underneath, it's an overhang really, to provide that grounding of the title into the rest of the layout there. So that is the bulk of the layout. I'm going to go ahead and find just a few more embellishments. There's enough busyness with the different patterns in the pattern papers that I don't feel like I need a whole lot. I'm going to use the phrase "this was crazy" from those that are the "this is us" stickers, and I will link you to all of the product that I've used down below if you're interested in checking that out. I really like the way that pop of teal there just ties that title into the rest of the layout. And then these are the cozy chipboard stickers, and it really doesn't need a whole lot, so what I'm going to end up going with is the maroon chipboard star. And again, I like the way that that just ties in the maroon that's in the food, and that wraps up the layout. So enjoy the close-ups. If you have any questions, as always, don't hesitate to leave them in the box down below. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you're doing well. Take care.